So the next topic for tonight's meeting is the prison possibly being built. So we will hear from the head of the prison, George.
Okay, so yeah, we plan on building this prison. The positive is that you guys will still have a forest, okay? You still will have a forest. We're only going to take a little bit out. And we're building a community within a community. So the prison won't actually associate with society. They will be their own little community within the community.
Great, thank you for that, George. Now we will hear from the head of the city's environment team, Emily.
Thank you. I just want to state that the residents here living in Evergreen Development pride themselves in having a forest as their backyard. So you're saying the prison is going to cut down all these trees and move to that space. So right now these residents will have a prison in their backyard. That's what you're saying. What's that going to do for our property value?
It's a good question. We have Megan from the Taxpayers Association to talk about that.
Well, thank you for bringing that up, Emily. So the value of the houses right now will be decreasing because the properties that are there right now in our Evergreen community, they are of the highest value, and it's almost a gated community there. So they are the people that are least likely to go for this idea of having a jail in the backyard.
Yes, ma'am? Do you want to
Hi,
say?
I'm Sarah. I'm a member of this community, and I moved here from another town that had a prison just a couple blocks away from a hospital. And every time there would be a breakout, which happened more than you think it would, the hospital with sick people would have to shut down. And that's terrifying. I'm not for this prison coming here.
I would just like to say there is no hospital in this town, so you don't have to worry about that. Your hospital going in lockdown and stuff like that, cool, but your society already, the community should already be in lockdown because we don't have enough prisons to hold these prisoners. We're dropping charges.
Yeah, but
where do you think they are? In your community. So not only would the hospital be in lockdown, but your homes should be in lockdown.
Right, Emily? Yes?
Okay, just going off that point then, I'd like to ask you a question. How are you going to alarm and protect the prison and keep it self-contained so breakouts don't happen?
Well, as you know, it's going to be in a forest, so it's already segregated from the community. Also, we will have a huge alarm system. We're going to put a lot of...
That is a huge cost for the community.
For sure, not to mention it's killing habitats of the animals that are around this area.
Sir, do you have kids?
I do. I am a local resident, and I have an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old. And in this forest, their childhood is built in this forest and the ravine. They have made their entire childhood based on in this area. They go there every night, every day, play all their games back there. If you cut down that, they're going to could be running in the streets with prisoners in close proximity, and I do not want that at all.
Listen to me, sir. They grew up in this forest.
Well,
They can work in the forest. They can work in the prison. I'm not saying they can be guards or associate themselves with the actual prisoners. What I'm saying to you is they can help build the fence for security. They can work in the CAFs. They can maintain. They can be in maintenance. They can have jobs.
They're 8 and 6-year-olds. I don't think they're going to be building any fences.
Sir, are they going to be 10? They're going to be 16 and 18 at some point.
Even then,
10
their
years.
prison's going to have its own contractors, and they're all going to have everything already set up, the blueprints. I can't see that happening at all. And they'll be in school by then as well, too. 18, 16.
But they will have part-time jobs.
Yes, but not.
It will open more jobs for the community, is what I'm saying.
So, going off that, jobs. So now we have to build infrastructure to get outside people inside to our close gated community. So what does that mean? More cars, more emissions?
And gas prices are very high.
And more work for you guys who don't have that much work in your community.
That's still more money. Where are you getting this money from?
The prison
economy as well.
the prison will have the money to pay the workers who are working inside the prison.
Excuse me, I have a question. You mentioned before how there's no room for other prisons. Have you seen Canada? There's tons of architecture that you can build on. Why don't you put it there and not in our community?
Yes, let's just send all the prisoners from your community up north to Nunavut. Let's send them
Sounds
to
good
the
to me.
tundra. Yes, how are we supposed to get them there? That's more money.
Get them out of our neighborhood. We don't want them in here.
Yeah, keep it eco-friendly.
Well, we've heard a lot of discussion today, and we will definitely take this all into consideration.
Keep it eco-friendly.
Keep it simple.
More jobs, more money.
It'll lower property value and taxes will go up.
Move them up north.
Not in my backyard.
We'll take this all into consideration. Thank you all.